When a football team's mascot, which is a dolphin, gets stolen, they hire a goofy detective to help them get their mascot back. Now that it's missing, will the detective be able to find it? Guess you'll have to stick around to the end to see how the whole story unfolds. Hello and welcome to Comedy Recap. Today we will give you a recap of the film Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Spoilers ahead, obviously. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. The movie starts with the pet detective, Mr. Ace Ventura, strolling on a sidewalk, wearing a postman's uniform while carrying a box. It's clearly mentioned on the box that it contains glass, so it should be handled with care. However, we see Ace smashing it all over in the street, and when he reaches the building where he has to deliver the package, he throws it off the stairs and puts it in between the elevator door. Next, we see Ace at the door where the package has to be delivered. While the man receiving the package gets busy filling some forms, Ace pets his dog. After Ace has left, the man comes to know that Ace has taken away the dog, and a chase scene between Ace's car and the man starts. Ace gets away, and we see that he delivers the dog back to its owner. She starts seducing and making love with him instead of paying him for his detective services.
Whoa, jeez.
The following night, we see someone take out the dolphin named Snowflake from the stadium pool and take it away in a truck. So the very next day, Roger Potiker and Melissa Robinson are assigned the duty to find the Snowflake, which is the team's mascot, or else they can find themselves a new job. On their way out of the office, an office staff informs Melissa about Ace and how he helped her find her dog Cuddles. Though Roger doesn't seem very convinced by the idea of hiring a pet detective, Melissa hires him anyway. Ace comes to visit Melissa and gets briefed by her about the situation. He then goes to the pool and starts his inspection. Throughout his investigation, he has a very goofy mood, which makes both Melissa and Roger doubt his real skills. Once Ace gets close and looks at the pool, which is all drained out, he checks the pool filter and finds a yellow stone that had come out of someone's ring. Ventura leaves the stadium after completing his initial investigation and goes to visit a friend at the police station to ask about who is the officer in charge of the case. As he enters the police station, the staff mocks him for his job of being a pet detective, to which he equals the score by bashing them with his great comebacks. The interesting part starts when he requests his friend Emilio at the police station to get the name of the officer investigating the stolen dolphin case. The way he requests is very amusing, as every time he asks a question, he turns around and bends down a bit, and while he talks, he faces the man with his hips and moves his hips, making it look like he is talking from his hips instead of his mouth. I mean, the sequence is funny enough to make you belly hurt.
That's it. Now it's my turn. 5 minutes alone. That's all I need.
While Ace is still doing his inquiry, the boss at the police station, Einhorn, comes in and asks Ace to leave the matters to the professionals. And after cracking a few jokes at Einhorn, Ace leaves. From there, he goes straight away to a bar to visit a friend to get information about someone who might have stolen the dolphin. And his friend tells him about the billionaire named Kemp, who bought equipment similar to the one needed to transport and store a dolphin. Luckily, both find a news advert that Kemp is hosting a formal party at his place. So Ace takes along Melissa as his date and goes to the party. Just when Melissa is busy distracting Kemp, Ace sneaks through the restroom and into the aquarium. There he finds out a big pool, and to lure the dolphin out, he picks a small fish from the bucket and goes over to the pool. While he is busy, and whilst calling out the dolphin's name, a shark jumps out of the tank and pulls Ace into the pool. Now everyone waits outside the restroom for Ace to come out, and somehow surviving the shark attack, he comes out of the restroom with his clothes all torn apart. Melissa and Ace are about to leave. Ace sees the ring on Camp's finger that has the same stones as the one found by him in the pool filter. From then on, he starts investigating the man with the same ring, but a lost orange amber stone in it. As the ring was presented to all the players of the AFC Championship in '84, it was easy to find out the individuals that he needs to investigate. He takes an old photograph of all the players and starts digging in. While he's still finding his clues by peeking around all the players, Roger Potiker jumps out of his apartment's window and commits suicide. Wait, there's a twist. As when Ace reaches the location of the incident, he reveals it's not a suicide, but a murder. Einhorn asks for evidence to challenge his assumptions, but Ventura proves them wrong by presenting why he said it's a murder, and after that, immediately leaves the scene. By now, he had already completed his investigation into the players in the picture, but then he visits the archives to find out the receipts. There he doesn't find anything in the receipts, though from a picture of the '84's players, he finds out about another player named Ray Finkel, who wasn't in the picture provided to him. At night, Melissa and Ace head back to Ace's apartment where both are seen making love multiple times, and the next morning, Ace goes to Finkel's residence, just to find out that he had been in a mental hospital, from which he ran off and never came back home. But Ray's mother gives Ace a tour of his room, where Ace finds out about Ray's hate towards the Dolphin team and especially Dan Marino. After coming back from Finkel's house, Ace calls Melissa and tells her to call the police as someone is coming to abduct Marino. When the police get there, Marino had already been taken away. Though Ace sees the van and tries to follow it, his car topples over midway so he cannot catch them. Then Ace goes to Einhorn and tells her that he has solved the Snowflake Finkel Potiker case. Then we see Einhorn trying to seduce Ace, who pushes her away. To know more about Ray Finkel, Ace and Melissa go to the mental hospital where the players stayed, and while Melissa engaged the staff at the hospital, Ventura followed Finkel's old documents and finds ambiguous information about Einhorn. So once again, getting help from his friend, Emilio at the police station, who finds a letter in Einhorn's drawer from Roger. Knowing that Ray gets perplexed as he is not able to establish a connection, suddenly his dog sleeps over the picture of Finkel, with Finkel's hair not visible, and Ace comes to know that Einhorn is Finkel. He understands everything, and knowing that Einhorn is a man, he gets traumatized as he recently kissed her. He burns his clothes, cleans his mouth, and takes a shower. But the next day, he follows Einhorn, who leads him to the place where she is keeping Marino and Snowflake. Ace sneaks in, and in no time gets rid of the two men guarding the place for Einhorn. But while he's trying to release Marino, Einhorn points a gun at him and immediately radio calls the police force. Einhorn blames Ventura for the abduction of Marino and Snowflake. Just when Einhorn and the police force are about to dominate Ace, Melissa comes from behind, pointing a gun at Emilio. This provides Ace leverage, and he puts forward his claim that Einhorn is Finkel. To prove that, Ace strips Einhorn's clothes away, although his claims aren't proven right immediately. Then he sees Einhorn's genitalia tucked in her underwear, proving Ace's all claims. So, getting embarrassed, Einhorn tried to stab Ace with a broken glass, but he pushes her into the pool where Snowflake is being kept. When Einhorn comes out of the water, her hair color is washed away, further proving Ventura's claims, and just then, Ace puts his foot on Einhorn's hand and takes away the ring. Both Marino and Snowflake are rescued, and we see Melissa and Ace enjoying the new game. While they are sitting in the stands, Ace sees a pigeon, which he had to find as a detective, and he jumps into the ground to catch it. There, he starts fighting a mascot, and just before the movie ends, we hear the commenter applauding Ace Ventura's efforts by saying, "They would like to thank Mr. Ace Ventura, who is a great humanitarian and a lover of animals." Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.